morning, CFHS. I'm Levent.
And I'm Coleman. And, okay, we know what you're thinking. No way. 2 shows back-to-back with both Levent and Coleman? That can't be. Well, to sadly inform you that isn't the case.
That is what is happening. No full show today, but we do have something special for you.
Perhaps we should say something 20 years in the making.
Ready to tell them, Coleman?
I say we show them rather than tell them instead. It is a surprise, after all.
Good idea. Everyone, feast your eyes on this masterpiece.
Under the direction of Mr. Scott Kirkman, assisted by Mr. Brandon Duvall, Mr. Dustin Harris, band manager Mr. Dick Whitehart, and major advisor Ms. Stacey Anderson. Under the direction of Mr. Brandon Duvall, assisted by Mr. Dustin Harris, percussion coordinator Ms. Courtney Lambert, and major advisor Ms. Bethany Moneypenny.
Under the direction of Mr. Dustin Harris, assisted by Ms. Courtney Lambert and Major Advisor Ms. Alexa Thomas.
Under the direction of Mr. Dustin Harris, assisted by Ms. Courtney Lambert and Major Advisor Ms. Brianna Lampa.
In 2002, current Tiger Band director Mr. Dustin Harris joined the Tiger Band family. He helped Mr. Brandon Duvall assist Mr. Scott Kirkman with directing the band. By 2004, the Tiger Band was under the direction of Mr. Duvall, with Mr. Harris assisting him for the next 11 years. By 2016, Mr. Harris became the primary director of the Tiger Band, who is now assisted by Ms. Courtney Lambert and Major Advisor Ms. Brianna Lampa. For the past 7 years, Mr. Harris has continued to lay the foundation of what Mr. Kirkman and Mr. Duvall have introduced to him. On top of that, he has been an inspiration to many of his students, myself included, and has inspired many of his students to become music majors themselves.
So I started at Bullock in band, so I knew of Mr. Harris, but because I was a woodwind, I never worked with Mr. Harris. And to be honest, he was a little scary when I was in middle school, so I always thought Mr. Harris was a scary guy, and I never wanted to get on his bad side, which is good. Don't get on Mr. Harris's bad side. But once I got to high school and I started working with him more, I realized that he really is a very sweet and caring teacher, and that he really does care about his students, and that I really probably shouldn't have been so scared of him in the beginning.
I mean, he would always be there every day in 6th grade, but more specifically, he would be with the trumpets and the brass, and so that's how we kind of got to know him better.
Definitely through working with me personally. He, like I said, he would just help me personally with like lessons and what I didn't know, and the fact that he had the determination to help me and had the tenacity to make it so I could get to that level where I could be in the higher bands at high school.
Just telling me when I'm doing something wrong. Like if I remember one instance freshman year, like I didn't have my horn angle up high enough, so he would just kind of call me out. But definitely I kept my horn angle up the rest of that rehearsal, so it worked.
Mr. Harris has been through thick and thin with the Tiger Band, with having to make accommodations back when the band was going through COVID-19, the band constantly shrinking and growing in size, and even the entire football field flipping around to where he would have to reaccommodate how marching would be done.
The leadership skills are probably one of the most important things I've had from my time with Mr. Harris. It includes confidence, focus, and especially accountability, because you know when you're on the field and practicing, if you mess something up, you know you're probably going to know, and you don't want to mess anything up, so you got to be accountable and help your squad out.
He's definitely like a friend. He's definitely someone I'll be able to talk to after high school. He's definitely someone that's always there for me, and he'll always be there to talk to me. He's a very good help, and like I said, I don't think I'd be here without him.
I can't even begin to talk about how much Mr. Harris means to me. Like, he is one of the most supportive teachers I've ever had, and he really cares, and he knows what he's talking about, and he's good at teaching, and I feel like it's really hard to find a teacher that has all of those qualities. Someone who cares for their students, someone who supports their students, someone who is good at teaching their students, and someone who just overall is a good person. I appreciate Mr. Harris a lot.
While Mr. Harris definitely learned a lot from Mr. Kerfman and Mr. Duvall, it is very easy to say that he has established a new legacy that stands equally as tall and proud as those two did when they were the directors. The Tiger Band would not be what it is today without all of his talents and efforts. So next time you see Mr. Harris, give him a huge thank you. He very much deserves it. On top of that, his birthday was just this past week on December 31st. So if you do see him, make sure to wish him a happy belated birthday as well.
I guess to Mr. Harris, thank you for helping me along my band journey these past 7 years. I've been playing for 7 years. And thank you for being one of the best teachers I've ever had. And then to everyone else, Mr. Harris really is a great teacher, and band is cool.
I just want to thank Mr. Harris for everything he's done for me in my musical career and for all the other students that are in band, because he really has made my high school experience better.
Really, I would just like Mr. Harris to know I'm very thankful for all the opportunities I've had with him in the band. And he's not only given amazing marching and playing advice, but also great life lessons that I'll take with me through the rest of my life.
To Mr. Harris, I'd just say thank you, because how much trust he put into me and how much confidence he gave me. Mr. Harris is a great teacher and a great guy, so thank you. That's all I can really say.
Thank you, Mr. Harris, for 2 decades of pride and excellence. Here's for many more years to come. Go Black Tigers.
20 years. That's really hard to believe.
I'd like to be the first to say happy 20th anniversary and happy birthday, Mr. Harris.
Actually, you'll be the second because I created that.
Well, I'm happy to say it.
Me as well, Levent. Me as well. From all of us at TNN,
Have a great day, Mr. Harris, and all of CFHS.